just made a hand tie, so now I'm going to show you how to wrap the hand tie. So I've got two rectangles of cellophane, and then some craft paper. So the colour I want to see, I'm going to put facing down. You can use floristry tissue for this, that's fine. So what you're going to do is take one corner over, hold it together, and take it over to meet at the tip, so that you've got a bit of the cellophane is making a V. So I'm just going to put that under the other one, out of the way. And then the second one, just doing the same, getting that tissue or paper that I've got here in the middle of the rectangle, and then just again taking that over so that it makes that V at the top. So just flatten that down like that, just so that it stays in that triangle shape for you. Get your hand tied, sit that in the middle, so you want to just overlap the binding point by about 2 centimetres, just so that you can gather it in. Take it around, you turn it over, just turn it upside down, the paper will just nicely settle on the bouquet. And you get the second one and you just fill in that gap, placing it at the same level as that first one. Using the craft paper is a bit more solid, it's a bit stiffer, but it does work quite well. So you're going to gather it in there, then use, again, a piece of the paper covered wire just to bind, and you need to try and make sure you're going over the top of that original binding point. Don't let it slip back down, and then tie that off. Okay, and then trim that so you don't have it, and just push it flush. So that, have a look, make sure you've got it evenly spaced around. Get a piece of your wire ready, cut ready, and then what you need is a square of cellophane. So it's 2 rectangles, and then for the water bag, it's a square, because you just need a bit of extra cellophane to cover all the stems. Pop your hand tied directly in the centre, and then gather those sides up. Again, making sure that you are gathering at that original binding point. So pull the cellophane nice and flush, and then again take the bind around at the same point that you took those other 2 bindings. So just really making sure it's nice and firm, because you don't want that bag to slip down. This is where your spiral of the original hand tie is really important, because you do need to have that firm bind, and if your stems are all crossed and you have gaps, it won't be quite as neat. You can cut some of that cellophane away if you want to. So at this point I've just made a bow with some nice hessian ribbon. This is a floristry ribbon because it's got the wire inside the edges, so it just helps you to shape the ribbon a little bit more. So I'm just going to tie that on, bringing the tie round and just binding under the bow to hide the knot. And then trimming that again. And as I said, because that's got a wire edge, you can just reshape that bow so it's nice and neat. Stand the bouquet up, and then put your water in gently into the top. Just let it trickle, don't pour too much in to start with, because you might end up with a bit of a flood. And then you just fill that water bag up just to below the binding point. Obviously just give it a chance to trickle down. And again, once it's there stood, you can just trim away some of this cellophane if it's not quite neat enough, and then that's your hand-tied hostess aqua pat bouquet.